It's good to see you again in Vilnius, and now are the headlines as usual.
Campaign launched in Hanoi in response to Earth Day. Porninga Festival in Khánh Hòa Province promotes jam culture. Photo exhibition promotes Ede ethnic groups' culture and lifestyle.
President pro tempore of the U.S. Senate, Patrick Leahy, wrapped up his 5-day official visit to Vietnam on April 20th. His visit was aimed at further developing the two countries' bilateral ties.
While in Vietnam, the U.S. Senator held talks with National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng. He was received by Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and President Trương Tấn Sang. Vietnamese leaders suggested that the two sides maintain and increase ties at all levels. Vietnam hopes that the U.S. foster its partnership with Vietnam within the current frameworks and realms. The senator affirmed that the parliament and government of the U.S. are keen on strengthening multifaceted cooperation with Vietnam, effectively realizing the bilateral comprehensive strategic partnership that was set up in last July. He appreciated Vietnam's goodwill and cooperation in seeking missing U.S. soldiers in the war. He pledged that his country will continue its efforts to work with Vietnam in dealing with the war consequences faced by the people and environment of Vietnam. On April 19th, the senator attended a ceremony to kick off the dioxin contaminated treatment system at Da Nang Airport while touring Da Nang City. He left Da Nang on April 20, concluding his 5-day official visit to Vietnam.
A campaign was launched in Hanoi on April 20th to call for an end to water pollution. The campaign was an event in response to Earth Day, April 22nd.
Team Green Cities. This year's campaign focuses on the environmental challenges, climate changes, and hindrances to cities' sustainable development, aiming to make cities worldwide cleaner for a durable future. It is launched by the Vietnam Environmental Administration and the Center for Environment and Community Research. Vietnam responded today with a message calling on people to join in keeping Hanoi's lakes clean. The campaign's activities include flash mob dancing, running and cleaning up areas around lakes, and drawing contests and exhibitions. Earth Day is an annual event dedicated to improving public awareness of environmental issues. It began in the U.S. in 1970 and was designated as International Mother Earth Day by United Nations in 2009. The annual event draws the participation of hundreds of millions of people from 192 countries around the world to plant more trees, collecting rubbish, and other activities to keep a fresh environment for all.
The northern province of Quảng Ninh on April 19th kicked off a project to bring power to island communes of its Vân Đồn district. Our reporters have more.
The work, which is expected to be completed by 2015, will be undertaken by the Electricity of Vietnam and the Northern Power Corporation. The beneficiaries include Quan Lạn, Minh Châu, Bản Sen, Ngọc Vừng, and Thắng Lợi communes. Over 311 billion dong is poured into the project, of which 100 billion dong comes from the provincial budget, another 100 billion dong from the Electricity of Vietnam, and the rest from the Northern Power Corporation. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Do Thong said, the province boasts immense political, social, and economic meanings, helping realize the development of the Vân Đồn Special Economic Zone in the future. Vân Đồn was selected by the Vietnam government to grow into a special administrative and economic zone. It is the biggest island in the north of Vietnam and still largely untapped. The island has easy access to other economic and political centers in Asia, as it's located in a corridor linking China and ASEAN. A Vân Đồn Special Administrative and Economic Zone is seen as the driving force of economic growth in Quảng Ninh, contributing to the locality's transition of an economy based on agriculture to one of tourism services.
Vietnam pocketed more than 268 million euro from shipping 27.7 million pairs of shoes to Spain last year, ranking second among footwear suppliers to this European nation. The figures represented an increase of 11% in volume and a decrease of 1.1% in value as compared to those in 2012, according to the Spanish Footwear Producers Federation statistics. For many years, except 2011, Vietnam has been the second footwear exporter of Spain, only after China. Last year, Spain imported 329 million pairs of shoes worth 2.07 billion euro, up 3.7% in volume and 0.9% in turnover year-on-year. It exported 134.8 million pairs, reaping 2.26 billion euro, up 1.9% in volume and 10.3% in value. Spain's key footwear importers include France, Italy, Germany, Portugal, the UK, the US, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Japan. The Goddess Ponagar Festival opened in Nha Trang City in the central province of Khánh Hòa on April 20th, attracting tens of thousands of pilgrims from the locality and surrounding provinces.
The Goddess Ponagar Festival is the biggest religious festival in Khánh Hòa province. The annual event is held to commemorate the goddess Thiên Y Anna, Holy Mother of the Cham community in the central region, who, according to Cham legend, taught the local people to cultivate and make handicrafts. The event will take place until April 22nd. It involves numerous spiritual rituals and cultural activities, including a requiem and flower floating, ceremonies to praise for peace, happiness and prosperity, as well as dancing, singing and the acting out of our stories. On the first day, hundreds of delegations of pilgrims have joined the offering ceremony at the major tower, alongside enjoying various cultural and art performances to promote and honor the beauty of the Cham culture. In 2012, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism recognized the festival as National Intangible Cultural Heritage. The 1,200-year-old Ponagar Tower, built using a unique Cham technique, was recognized as a National Historical Relic Site in 1979.
A photo exhibition on the culture and lifestyle of the Ede ethnic group, which lives in the remote areas in the Central Highlands province of Đắk Lắk, is taking place at the Provincial Museum. We went along to take a look. The exhibition, Our Culture, Tradition and Changes, features 176 color photos selected from more than 1,000, taken by 15 Ede villages in the Eka district. The amateurs were encouraged to participate in a photography program launched by the museum and its partners, the non-profit Institute for Studies and Society, Economy and Environment, last year. The organizers provided the participants with cameras for training. The exhibition is the result of their hard work over 8 months, with each picture represented a report on the Ede. Many of the event's highlights speak the language of the people's spirit. Around 200,000 Ede people live in steel houses built from wood and bamboo. Their house can be up to 100 meters in length. They worship fire and water among a host of animist deities. The girls propose marriage to men, and children bear the mother's family name. The exhibition will run until August 15. A book festival took place at the National Library on April 20th in Hanoi. The event was held in response to Vietnam Book Day, April 21st, and World Book and Copyright Day, April 23rd. Themes books from the past to the present, the festival has been held annually by the National Library since 2006. It has been replicated in libraries across the country, contributing to promoting the reading culture. The festival highlighted the history of book development and reforms in writing, publishing, and printing. This is also an opportunity to help students access interesting books, raising their awareness of the meaning and importance of reading and forming reading habits. I take my children to the festival every year. Through this event, I want to tell them what they have learned from their classes is not enough, and that learning from books is very important. As part of the festival, there will be a book exhibition and an exchange with book authors alongside painting and storytelling contests for children. April 21st was designated as Vietnam Book Day under a decision by the Prime Minister. The annual event aims to encourage and develop reading in the community while raising public awareness of the significance of books as not only a source of knowledge but as a way to develop one's thought and personality. The event is also a chance to appreciate the efforts of those who are involved in book publishing, such as book collectors, writers, publishers, and distributors. The observations of the day will contribute to raising the responsibility of ministries, states, and social organizations towards the building and promotion of the reading culture in Vietnam. A special tuồng or classical drama program has been designed recently to serve foreign tourists. The program is part of efforts by the Vietnam Theatre of Classical Drama to promote the traditional art form.
Tuồng or classical drama is a combination of dialogue, dance, song, and music that are highly stylized and imbue with symbolism. In the Day and Night program, the stage was designed as stunning as a real palace. From this palace, audiences were treated to a string of plays. It can be the old ones such as old man bringing young wife to festival, and the art of using a bridal wreath to demonstrate horse dancing, a typical dance in tuồng. Additionally, the combination of tuồng and chầu văn, a highly rhythmic and trance-oriented form of singing that often takes place during rituals, form a new attraction to audiences.
Someone was doing this magic act, and to me, that I have never seen that before or again. Only here. And so I would say this is one of Vietnam's greatest treasures, the, shall we say, transformation dance of the whole body, including the face, to become the spirit of the fox, the spiritual change. And it's very well funded as far as I can tell, but if it needs more funding, I say go for it.
What is the most attractive thing in the Day and Night program is the display and interactive activities with the audience, right in the lobby of the theater. Spectators can dress up and put on makeup to look like typical characters in tuồng, or learn how to use a riding whip. For them, this is such an interesting experience to learn more about Vietnam's traditional art form.
It's very fun. Yeah. Coming here and making this mask, yeah, it's very fun. It's like being in action, and it's fun to try something different. Yeah, but also like tuồng theater.
In the art of tuồng, makeup is the most excellent, since it depicts clearly the personality of each character. Black and white colors goes to malicious characters, while red goes to righteous ones. We are now working to publicize the art of tuồng in general and the makeup arts in particular to foreign tourists. They can learn about the characters by painting colors on masks themselves.
However, to some of the foreign audiences, it is quite difficult to understand the plays because the very nature of tuồng theater is a combination of dialogue, dance, song, and music. Screening subtitles is not enough.
Tuồng art is one of the significant factors to lure more foreign visitors. However, over the past time, there has not been close coordination between artists and travel agencies. It will be perfect if travel agencies can learn about the demand of visitors, then work with the artists to design suitable programs to best serve the audiences.
Nguyễn Gia Khoản, Vice Director of the Vietnam Theatre of Classical Drama, said what concerns the artist most is how to design a play that is easy to understand and attractive to tourists, just to keep the typical characteristics of Vietnam. When tuồng and traditional arts are facing stiff competition from other entertainment forms, the coordination with the tourism sector to popularize and preserve these kinds of traditional art forms needs much attention and investment.
And that concludes our V News. Thanks for watching and see you around.